In America, there's a burglary every 11 seconds. An armed robbery every 65 seconds. A violent crime every 25 seconds. A murder every 24 minutes. And 250 rapes a day.
Hey, yeah, so today I want to talk about this movie Cobra. You know Cobra, right? Yeah, it's that 1986 action movie starring Sylvester Stallone. And, wow, folks, if you like your movies with, big guns, bigger sunglasses, and zero logical plot, then, boy, do I have a treat for you. Cobra is, well, it's a movie where Stallone plays a cop named Marion Cobretti. Marion, yeah. His name's Marion, but don't worry, they, quickly cover that up by giving him the nickname Cobra, which is, probably the least subtle nickname in movie history. Like, yeah, this is Cobra, he's the dangerous one. No kidding. I mean, he spends the whole movie dressed like a human leather jacket. So Stallone's character is basically this loner cop, right? Yeah. He's one of those by-his-own-rules kind of guys. You know the type, every precinct's got one, huh? The guy who shows up late, never does paperwork, and solves every problem with, a machine gun. And, I'm pretty sure Cobra only works one case at a time, because that's all the guy can handle. You know, he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's more like a sledgehammer. You don't ask him to solve puzzles, you just point him at the bad guys and, hope for the best. And get this, Cobra has this famous line, right? He says, "You're the disease and I'm the cure."
I'm a hero of the new world!
You're a disease, and I'm the cure.
Die! Drop it!
Yeah, that's his big thing. Real catchy, huh? Although, I don't think anyone wants their cure to be a guy who eats pizza with scissors. Yeah, there's a scene where Cobra cuts a slice of pizza with scissors. Why? Who knows? Maybe knives are for rookies. Or maybe Stallone just didn't want to wait for craft services that day. So the plot of Cobra is about, yeah, I don't really know. Something about a cult of axe-wielding psychos who are trying to create a new world order. Yeah, they call themselves the New World. Very creative. You'd think they'd have a cooler name, but nah, just the New World. And their leader is this guy who looks like he spends every Sunday afternoon screaming at his reflection in the mirror. Now, Cobra's job is to protect this woman named Ingrid, played by Brigitte Nielsen. She's the only witness to the cult's crimes, and let's just say she doesn't seem too worried about being chased by a bunch of maniacs. She's more concerned about her hair, which, by the way, looks like she lost a fight with a can of hairspray. But hey, that's the 80s for you. Now, let's talk about the bad guys. Yeah, the villains in this movie are, what's the word? Sweaty. Yeah, they're sweaty. Real sweaty. Every scene with these guys looks like they just got done running a marathon through a sauna. And their big thing is that they clink axes together. Yeah, that's their signature move. They just stand around clinking axes. Real menacing, huh? I mean, you're trying to take over the world and your best idea is an axe-clinking club? What's the next step? Opening for a Blue Oyster Cult cover band. And then there's Cobra's car. Oh yeah, Cobra's car is, this custom 1950 Mercury. And let me tell you, this car gets more screen time than some of the actors. It's got nitrous, machine guns, I think it even makes toast, huh? This car is basically the Batmobile, if the Batmobile was designed by a guy who spends all his time at a Pep Boys. And Cobra, he loves this car. He loves it more than human beings, which makes sense because this car doesn't talk back or need protecting from axe cults. Now the action scenes, oh man, these are just ridiculous. Cobra takes out bad guys like he's playing a video game on easy mode. He's got his sunglasses on at night, his matchstick hanging out of his mouth, and he's just mowing people down left and right. And the bad guys? Yeah, they're about as accurate with their weapons as stormtroopers in Star Wars. These guys couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if they were standing inside it. And there's this big car chase, right? Cobra's car is dodging explosions, smashing through traffic, and jumping off ramps. And meanwhile, Stallone's just sitting there, stone-faced, like he's bored out of his mind. He looks less like a guy in a high-speed chase, and more like a guy waiting for his laundry to finish. Now, did you know Stallone wrote this movie? Yeah, he wrote it. And, you can tell because every line in this movie sounds like something a 15-year-old thought was cool. Like, at one point, Cobra tells this guy, get a new attitude, and I was like, wow, that's some real life-changing advice there, buddy. But hey, Stallone also wrote Rocky, so I guess he gets a pass, huh? Although, I don't think Apollo Creed would have been caught dead in a movie where the hero's sidekick is a pair of scissors. So the movie builds up to this big showdown between Cobra and the cult leader in, a factory. Yeah, because apparently the only place you can have a final fight in the 80s was a factory. And this factory, folks, is full of sparks and fire for no reason. I don't know what they're making there, but it looks like their main export is OSHA violations. Anyway, Cobra takes down the cult leader by throwing him onto a giant hook and then pushing him into a furnace. Yeah, real subtle, huh? I guess Cobra's motto is, justice through unnecessary overkill. But hey, it works. The bad guy's dead, the cult is stopped, and Cobra gets to ride off into the sunset in his beloved car. And Ingrid? Yeah, she's there too, but let's be honest, he's really in love with that car. So, Cobra, it's not a good movie. I mean, the acting is bad, the plot makes no sense, and the whole thing feels like it was made by a guy who only watched movies through an explosion highlight reel. But you know what? It's fun. Yeah, it's dumb, mindless fun. It's got Stallone grunting his way through dialogue, bad guys clinking axes, and a car that's cooler than any of the characters. So if you're looking for a movie that's like a time capsule of everything ridiculous about 80s action films, give Cobra a shot. And if not, well, just go watch Rocky. At least there, Stallone wins without needing a flamethrower. Alright, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Maybe I'll review Tango and Cash next. You know, Stallone and Kurt Russell as buddy cops. Yeah, it's just like Cobra, but somehow dumber. Alright, bye.